What's going on? It's Fuego here, and today I'm going to be playing some Golem in Path of Legends. And guys, Golem has not been super strong for a while now. You know, it's seen some decks where it's used, but really not too often. One of the kind of forgotten win conditions of Clash Royale. But that is all changing today. I'm telling you right now, Golem is back, and it's just a good win condition now. To be fair, it does abuse a lot of cards that are kind of broken or maybe just a little stronger than normal. But it just works out so well. And for example, one of them right here that I'm using is going to be the Berserker. Berserker for 2 elixir gives such good value and such nice, just like a cheap mini tank to help defend. It's such a good card to fit with Golem. And another card is going to be both of our air cards actually. We're going to be running the Minions and the Spirit Empress. Both the Minions and the Spirit Empress are super strong right now. The Spirit Empress does a ton of damage when in its flying form. And the Minions recently got a range buff, which just makes them hit from so far away. Like they're getting nerfed very soon, but it just feels crazy right now. And then of course, we're running the Furnace Evolution, which normally I try not to run the like crazy most broken card, which right now would be the Evo Furnace, but for the sake of making Golem viable, I think that's a pretty valid excuse. So that's kind of the rundown of today's deck. We also got the Evo Lumberjack, which is just, once again, just like a great pressure card to have. Really do love it in this deck. And yeah, okay, so in terms of this matchup so far, it looks like we've kind of just both gone in and kind of have ignored each other's pushes for the most part. But we have gotten a ton of value from our Lightning thus far into the match, man. Taking out an Evo E-Drag is such good value in my opinion there. And we actually have a level 17 Golemite, which is kind of funny. And we do take the damage lead on the right there, so honestly, this is a pretty favorable situation for us. We're going to have the Evo Lumberjack coming up soon too, so we're just one cycle off of both of our evolutions, so not too bad at all. And let's set up this next Golem push. Opponent does secure that tower down with the NATO, which is fine by me. One thing I do need to make note of is that Monk ability does reflect the Spirit Empress, so I need to be very careful when I'm choosing to play my Spirit Empress, or else it will just get easily countered, right? So like right here, I'm going to drop it for the first time, I think, on top of that E-Drag. Get some nice value there, and now our opponent's in some trouble. We have an Empress, and we have an Evo Furnace all behind a level 16 Golem, mind you. Like, this is going to be such trouble for him to stop, and he actually makes the correct play of going in opposite lane, but now he's just getting into a face race with a complete Golem push. Evo E-Drag comes down, I'm just going to Lightning in time, and I don't know if there's any amount of elixir that could stop this push, and that's GG's, man. Well played to J Junie right there, but that push with the Spirit Empress and the Evo Furnace was just too much. Honestly, it's kind of refreshing to see Golem at least viable in the meta. Even though it is off the back of some broken cards, I feel like it's always nice to see some win conditions that weren't good kind of pop back up and, you know, face them more often. It definitely makes the gameplay feel a little bit nicer. So we're in the next match here. It looks like our opponent's name is just 2 dots, so that's kind of interesting. And we see some 2.6 cards off rip. Am I crazy to think that this might be 2.6? I don't know, man. But I think I'm going to go Golem in the back here, and we'll try our best to find out. It's crazy how the Berserker only costs 2 elixir, man. Like, even if he does go in, we're going to have a high DPS defensive unit to just help take out this Hog, which is honestly just something Golem did not have beforehand. So he's going to get a ton of damage, to be fair, but in a position where we'd normally lose our whole tower, we only lose about half of it. So that feels like a pretty good trade. I'm going to go Spirit Empress as well to help support, maybe even snipe the cannon possibly. Berserker even kills a skeleton, man. This card is insane. Alright, let's go Minions to just put a threat on the right side and take out the Muskie. And look at this, guys. How is he supposed to take out a Spirit Empress? Like, Fireball just doesn't cut it. He's dropping the crying emoji, and is that going to be good game already? I don't know, man. Cannon's dead. He just spends so much elixir just for it to all die to the Spirit Empress, and I honestly feel bad for this man. Like, we did nothing special. I just dropped a Golem and Spirit Empress, and that was all it took, man. And that's going to be a super nice 3 crown against Hog 2.6 at that. So, I don't know, man. If that isn't a statement for Golem, I don't know what is. It is back, baby, and I'm all here for it. In the next match, and I always feel a little bit disgusting when I Golem first play, and with this deck, I actually have an incentive not to. With the Royal Chef, I always love going for Golem whenever I have my Royal Chef powered up to just give me that little bit of extra boost, extra HP, all that good stuff. And so with this deck, you're actually kind of incentivized to not go Golem first play. Of course, you can still do it with not much downside, but it kind of just allows you to play the deck a little bit differently. And like in this scenario, I'm gonna totally ignore that magic archer and just take my oh man, I was hoping to buff the golem, but looks like the buff actually goes to the furnace, unfortunately. But I doubt we're gonna play a card before we get our next royal chef buff, so we're probably still gonna get that leveled up golem anyway, so I'll definitely take that here. On top of that, our opponent is already down like 5 elixir, as you can see, so let's drop that Spirit Empress after the golem gets buffed, and our opponent's already in a little bit of trouble. Nothing crazy, because they do have some good answers, but if I lightning here, like, I mean, I don't know, man, that's going to be a ton of golem damage. His Pekka is going to be basically dead. No! Oh my goodness, the Royal Ghost got pushed outside of the lightning range when the golem got destroyed. That might be an interaction I've never seen, but man, it honestly didn't end up mattering too much, but that was kind of wild. It will cost us 2 elixir from this Berserker, but still, guys, look at this great start. I'm telling you, I think we found a play that's better than Golem first play. Golem once you have the Royal Chef up. It's just so insane, man. Like, level 16 Golem just has so much HP, and if you're able to get the godly level 17 Golem, like, I don't even want to imagine what that's like, so. Very good start here once again against Big Bishop. I think we'll just drop our boost on top of the furnace here, and as you can see, he's trying to get his damage back pretty quickly here. Like, he was not a fan of that last push from us. So I'm going to drop that Bar Barrel. Oh, it does not kill the Magic Archer, but does do a good bit of damage to it, and Pekka does not even connect on top of tower, man. The defense with this deck is just too strong. And with his Pekka out of hand, I think this is a perfect time to go Golem. We're about to get our buff once again here, level 16 Golem coming in, and I mean, I feel a little bit bad. Let's go Golem here, and then let's drop our Flying Spirit Empress here. Perfect. He goes for the Magic Archer Snipe, which honestly, like, just does not matter a ton right now. We'll go Berserker, though. Okay, honestly, he does have a nice push here in the left lane. If we could kill that E-Wiz, possibly, that would be beautiful. Perfect. And, okay, nice. Spirit Empress is walking down the lane behind the Golem. I'm going to drop my Evo Furnace, too, and we also have the Evo Lumberjack, man. Double Evo behind the Golem. Berserker 2 just to top it off, man, and that's gonna be good game once again. We are seeing the emotes come down, but it doesn't matter, man. No emote can save you at this point. GG, well played. We'll take another win with Golem, and these wins are just coming right after another, so let's keep this rolling. In the last match against Flame Lord, and I'm just gonna start off cycling my Berserker here. Honestly, I feel like cycling the Berserker or one of the cards that you have evolution for, such as like Furnace or Lumberjack, is basically always a good starting play. It's so nice, like, if you can get to your evolutions early on in a Golem push, like, there's not always a ton your opponent can do. So, let's drop our Lumberjack down here. It's going to help defend the Ghost and the Furnace, of course. And we're not going to be able to get a Golem down in time to get the buff, so I think we'll probably wait another little bit here before going in for our Golem. And I feel like this is a deck where you can be way more aggressive with your Golems than in most decks. A lot of times, Golem decks have to defend until double, but that's just not the case with this deck, so we got the Spirit Empress down here. Opponent's already calling the good game. I have no idea what that's about, but fair enough. And we are going to get the buffed Spirit Empress here. So that's going to help take out the Inferno Dragon super quickly. Second Furnace comes down, and I think I'm just going to set up with a Golem. He has to defend that Spirit Empress again, or else, yeah, I was going to say his Furnace would just die for free. And we got the Berserker coming down. A cheap 2 elixir to take out a Battle Ram. I'm taking that all day, every day. And let's even go Furnace behind here. Obviously, minions wouldn't do too well against his Furnace, so taking that out is going to be good. And he does get his Inferno Dragon down, so he's probably going to walk away with a pretty clean defense here. Snowball, okay, so let's see. So honestly, not too bad. Golemites are still going to be alive and tanking. We should get a little bit of damage. Nothing crazy, though. Fire Spirit does not bounce on top of the tower, man. That would have been so nice. Honestly, it's crazy to me how much damage the Fire Spirit actually does. Like, the fact that it does more tower damage than a Fireball, or at least it used to. I'm pretty sure it still relies up to that, but it's just like, it's an insane amount of damage that it does. So we're taking out his Battle Ram here. I haven't been paying a ton of attention, but there is a good chance that our opponent has the Evo Battle Ram, which could definitely cause a little bit of trouble here. Alright, let's go Berserker on top here. Should have played it a little earlier, but if we get our Golem down in time, we're going to be able to get that nice Golem buff here. So I think we're in the works for a pretty good push here. Let's make sure that our Golem gets the buff, and then we'll drop a Spirit Empress behind. Man, Spirit Empress is such a good support card, like I've been saying all video. It's just so nice. And I'm going to go Evo Furnace here to just DPS down that Mega Knight as much as possible. And we do see the Evo Inferno Dragon, but we're going to be able to get a nasty Lightning right here to reset that, take it off the board. And let's go Evo Lumberjack to follow. And guys, his defenses are already dead. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to even apply some cheap dual lane pressure to the opposite lane. And guys, look at that. Evo Lumberjack's dead on top of tower now, so that's going to be an Evo Lumberjack Ghost. Snowball on the right. His defenses are stretched way too thin, and that's going to be a ton of damage with honestly no chance of coming back. We're going to spam the pocket here. But it doesn't matter, man. That's going to be GG's, well played to Flame Lord. And that's going to do it all for this one, guys. So, Golem is back. Make sure to subscribe if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.